Okay, let's start on our backs. You can extend your legs, or bend them, or have them out. And if you're comfortable doing so, please close your eyes. Allow the weight of your body to rest on the ground. Really feeling the support and surrendering to it. Every exhale, relaxing a little bit more. And then begin to deepen the inhales and slow the exhales down. Filling the whole lungs from bottom to top, belly to chest. Take your time to really savor each breath. Feeling for the relaxation that comes with the exhale. And then if your legs are straight, we'll hug the right knee in. If your legs are bent, you'll straighten the left leg out. We'll clasp the hands over that right knee and flex the left foot and extend out long through the left heel. When you exhale, you can draw the belly toward the spine, and in the deflation, see if you can bring the right leg closer into the body. And then notice where the breath is directed to. When the thigh is compressing the right side of the belly, what happens to the breath? And then we'll bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg and around the bottom of the foot. And then lift the foot to hover over the knee as much as possible, sinking the knee down toward the ground. And bring the left arm overhead and reach long from the left foot to the left hand as you inhale. And just let the right hand become heavy on the foot as you exhale. And then bring that left arm out to the left side. And then straighten the right leg out to the side. If you're not able to still hold on to the foot, then you can just support the leg wherever the hand can hold it. But try to have the leg straight out to the side as opposed to further away from you. Turn your head to the left. And then bring the leg straight up into the air, holding on with both hands. Slowly point and flex the foot, reaching up through the toes, pressing up through the heel. Good. Now we're going to bend the knee and straighten the leg, and bend and straighten. Just warming up that hamstring. Maintain your slow, steady breath. And then hold the leg straight, flexing the foot. Take a breath in. And then when you exhale, lift your head and slide your hands up toward your foot. Keep the other foot flexed as well. Inhale deep. Exhale and drop the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. As you inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head like you're trying to make your spine longer. Exhale, backs of the shoulders drop, belly toward the spine. If your head is not happy here, you can just keep your head on the ground instead. Keep pressing out of both heels. If your head is lifted, lower it down. Keep the leg in the air, but bring your hand to the outside of the leg and return your right arm straight out to the side. And then we'll start to pull that right leg over to the left, but keep the right buttock on the ground. So you're not pulling so much that you're lifting. Just go as far as you can go, and maybe even use your abdominal muscles to ground your lower back and buttocks down so that it doesn't lift. Turn your head to the right. And then bring the leg all the way over, all the way to the ground if you can, keeping your head turned to the right. You can relax the left knee now. Breathe nice and deep. Exhale and sink the left hip into the ground. Try to breathe all the way up into the right shoulder. Turning into the twist as you exhale. Release the left hand if you haven't already. And then we'll roll back onto the back with the left knee bent and then place the right foot just above that left knee. And then reach the hands behind the back of the left leg. Lift the left foot to the height of the right foot. Flex both feet. Deep breath in. And then when you exhale, press the left foot toward the right foot. Check in with your breath. See if you're breathing the deepest breath you can and see where the breath is felt. Are you exhaling all the air out? Chin down toward the chest. And then release that right leg straight out on the ground. Bring the hands around the outside of the left knee, hugging that left knee into the chest, flexing the right foot. And breathing deep and slow. Feeling all the air releasing out and relaxing and guiding that left leg in toward the ribs even more. The left foot is relaxed, the right foot is flexed. And then bring the left hand inside the leg and around the bottom of the left foot. Lift the foot over the knee, right arm overhead, right foot still flexed. Reaching long as you inhale and letting the hand be heavy on the foot as you exhale. And then send that left leg straight out to the side, right arm straight out to the right side. Again, your hand can readjust where it lands on your leg so that it feels supportive. And turn your head to the right. Deep, slow, mindful breaths. And then lift the leg straight up with the hands both behind the back of the leg. And point and flex the foot. Very deliberately, really reaching. And then bend and straighten the leg. And then hold the leg straight. Flex the foot, flex the other foot. Breathe in deep. Exhale, lift your head and slide your hands up the leg. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, drop the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. And with each inhale, try to lift and lengthen out through the crown of the head. If your head is lifted, lower it down and release the left arm out to the left. Bring the right hand to the outer side of the leg and stay grounded through your sacrum. Your left hip and buttock stay on the ground as you bring the leg over to the right. Turn your head to the left. Go as far as the leg will go without lifting the hip off the ground. And then bring the leg all the way over to the ground. You can let that right knee bend, turning your head all the way to the left. And exhale, sinking down into that right hip. Feel the breath kind of rolling away from that right hip, maybe all the way up to the left shoulder. And then coming back onto your back with the right knee bent and the left foot just above the knee. And then clasp both hands behind the back of the right leg, lifting that right foot to the height of the left foot and flex both feet. Head down, pull the chin in toward the chest. Take a breath in. And then on the exhales, press the right foot toward the left foot. Explore the whole length of your inhale and exhale. Good. And then release the hands, lower the right foot, release the left foot, and then let both knees fall out to the side with the soles of the feet together. You can rest your hands on your inner thighs, adding that weight to open the hips even more. You can also gently kind of pull the flesh of your inner thighs toward your shoulders with your hands. Imagine that you're breathing into your hands and the space between your hands. And then lift the feet, keep them together. Wrap your hands around your feet. Tuck your chin, rock lengthwise on your spine, and come all the way up with the bottoms of the feet still together. Pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders down. And then bring the left hand over to the right leg. Bring the right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, leaning over to the left. Gazing up. Breathing slow and long. And inhale up. Exhale down. Take the right arm to the left leg. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale over to the right. Gazing up and to the left. And inhale up. Exhale down. And pull the heels in as close as they'll go. Then bring the hands behind you. Bringing weight into your hands, lift your buttocks and slide your buttocks even closer to your heels. Great. And then we'll bring the hands out in front. And as best as you're able, start to relax over your legs. Really take your time with the breath. See if you're exhaling all the air out. So when you're done with your exhale, you might pause for a moment, and then that'll tell you if there's even more breath to be released. And start to walk your hands in. Use an inhale to reach up. Exhale down. Good. And then just cross at the ankles and come over onto hands and knees. Hands line up right under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Curling the tailbone up as you breathe into the belly, then into the ribs, then into the chest as you reach up through your eyes. Cow. Tailbone curls down as the belly lifts up. Exhaling all the air out, dropping the head, pushing the ground away. Cat. Going at your own pace, but letting the breath set the pace, not the movement. The movement follows. One more each way. And then back to neutral spine. And we'll bring the left forearm down horizontally under the chest and slide the right arm out, keeping the hips lined up over the knees. So, Michael, you want to move your hips forward. Keep going forward until the thighs are completely vertical. And then we can all relax the head down and drop the chest down. And then ground into that right hand and just pull the hip back just a bit. Sinking the back toward the front. And then walk that right hand over to the left. Slide the left arm down so that you're on the back of the shoulder. Bring that right hand in under your shoulder. Push into the hand to come up. And then the right forearm will come down. So the elbow is right under the shoulder. The knees are right under the hips. And the only thing that changes is the reaching forward through the left arm and the dropping of the spine toward the ground. So the hips are still over the knees And the shoulders still over the elbow, and the head relaxes down. Then the back sinks toward the floor with each exhale. Pull that left hip back a little bit. Shouldn't be able to go very much or at all. But just that sense of pulling it back might deepen the stretch. And then we'll bring that left arm across to the right. Slide the right arm all the way under until you're on the back of the shoulder. Continuing to sink your weight down. Bring the left hand under the left shoulder, press into it to lift up. Press into both hands and come back into a cat position, rounding the back, tucking the tailbone and the head. And then roll your body all the way up so that you're standing on your knees. Bring the right hand onto the belly, the left hand onto the chest. Breathe from belly to chest. And then bring the right hand onto your right heel. If it doesn't reach, curl your toes under. If it still doesn't reach, just bring your hand to your hip instead and lean back. The tailbone, thrust the hips forward. Keep your hand on your chest for a moment. Drop your head back and see if you can still breathe into your hand on your chest. And then take that left arm and lift it up and back. Bring the hand back onto your chest. Lift yourself up. Release your hand. And bring your right hand onto your chest, your left hand onto your belly. Establishing the breath from hand to hand. Then bringing the left hand to the heel or the hip if you don't reach, that's fine. Keep the right hand on your chest, tuck your tailbone under, drop your head back, and try to breathe into your hand. And then release the arm up and back, continuing to breathe into your chest. Bring the hand back to your chest, lift yourself up, release the hand down. Bring the left hand back to the belly. We'll bring the right hand to the right heel. Let the hand really take your weight. Drop your head back and then release your left hand to your left heel. Again, curling the toes under if you don't reach, or taking the hands to the hips if you still don't reach. Roll the shoulder blades in toward each other. Try to let the head relax back and bring the tailbone toward the pubic bone. Breathe up into the heart. Bring the back ribs forward. Return the left hand to the belly, looking over your right shoulder, lifting yourself up, releasing the hands down. Bring the hands to the ground. We're gonna tuck the head as far as we can toward the knees. The arms will come around the outside of the thighs. The palms will face out away from each other. And then try to wrap your hands around your heels, bringing your forehead even closer in toward your knees if you can. If you don't reach your heels, just grab wherever you can, but hold on tight. And then lift the hips as much as you can. The head is tucked so far under that you're almost on the back of your head. Release the hands, release your head, and rest in child's pose. Letting the arms really relax over the outer thighs. Letting the torso relax on the legs. Letting the head rest. If it doesn't come to the ground, then modify and support the head with hands or fists. And then bring the arms out in front. Lift your hips. Spread your fingers. Curl your toes. Inhale. And exhale. Lift your knees. Send your thighs back. Your heels down. And then just sink your chest below your shoulders. Drop your head toward the floor. Press into all 10 fingers, pushing back through the hips, down through the heels. Every time you exhale, sink your back lower. And then step your feet wide apart. Continue to press forward with the hands and back through the hips. And then walk your hands back and back and back until your fingertips line up with your toes and your hands are under your shoulders. Relax the head down. Keep your elbows in line with your hands and shoulders. And then just push forward into the hands as you exhale, lifting below the belly. Straighten your back so that it's parallel to the ground, and bring your left hand under your heart center. Bring your right hand to your hip, and inhale and pull back through your hip and forward through your chest. As you exhale, bring your left ribs under you, rotate, and look up and to the right. Take the right arm up. Release the hand down, bringing the right hand under the chest, the left hand onto the hip. Inhale and lengthen, pulling the hip back and the heart forward. Exhale and turn, bringing the right ribs under you, the head up, the left arm up. Every exhale, try to feel for the relaxation and turn the ribs to the left. And bring the hand down. Bring both hands onto the hips with the elbows pointing to the sky. And then with a flat back, lift yourself up. Good. And then just bring the heels in once. Take the arms out, coming into a 5-pointed star, closing the eyes, and feeling the breath radiate from the center of the star out to the 5 corners, the feet, the hands, and the head. Feeling everything expanding out as you inhale. Returning back to the center as you exhale. See if you can feel the aliveness in the whole body as it breathes. And relax the arms down. Step the legs together. Feel the feet on the ground. Feel the breath in the whole body. Sink weight into your left foot. Bringing the left arm up in the air. Feel the downward pressing of the foot and the upward reaching of the arm, and imagine the breath spanning between the two. Turn the right palm to face out, opening the eyes, looking at a spot in front of you. Staying connected to the feel of your breath. That's going to help you balance. And then lift the the right foot, and place it in the right hand with the right hand still facing outward. And then start to kick the foot back. Reaching up through the left pinky. And let the front knee bend. Step the back foot back. Bring the arms up. Placing the right heel on the ground, coming into Warrior One. Simultaneously pressing back through the right thigh and forward with the hips and tailbone. Opening that right hip. Lifting the chest, even the gaze can lift if you want. You can slightly lean back if you want or not. And then step together. Bring the arms down, close the eyes, feel the feet. Bring the right arm up and sink the weight into the right foot. And feel the distance from the foot to the hand. Gently bring the arms out. Try to keep your mind steady. Does not require your full attention. So just add a little bit of movement on top of your primary focus, which is your breath. And then let the front knee bend, stepping back with the left leg. Bring the left arm up, back heel is on the ground, front knee is bent. And then kind of like a tug of war, we'll move the left thigh back and the right knee forward. And let the tailbone kind of go with that front knee. And aim that left hip for the front knee as well. Lift the chest as you inhale. Sink the hips as you exhale. Good. Inhale, step forward. Release the arms down. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back and down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift the hands away from the back. Inhale into the chest. Exhale and bend over, lifting the arms, scooping the lower belly in and up. If you can, bring the heels of the hands together. Press down into the feet, pull up through the thighs, lift the creases at the tops of the thighs. Deep, slow breaths. Release the hands down. Bend the knees. And bend the knees only as much as you can without the heels lifting. So bend as deeply as you can without the heels lifting. And then just lean your weight a little bit more forward. Just really deeply stretching through the heel and the backs of the calves. Heels are down, knees are bent. Aiming the knees toward the floor. Good. And then you can let the heels come up to lower the buttocks all the way down onto the ground. Bring the hands around the knees. Tuck the chin, lean back, holding on to the knees, breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. And then make your way all the way down onto your back. Lift the hips, tuck them under, lower them down, and release the legs and shake them out. Place the arms out away from the body with the palms up. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, the lips, tongue, whole face relaxed. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, letting go of the thoughts, all the activity of the mind, let it go. And then letting go of the breath, no longer trying to breathe, just receiving however breath appears. Just noticing the feel of the breath in the body. Noticing where it is, how long it lasts, the sensation it produces, maybe the temperature. Every breath different, allowing it to be however it is. And resting your attention in each breath. If the mind wanders, just come back to the breath again, even more relaxed. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees into the chest and rock from side to side, feeling the ground, massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms together, rub hand to hand, foot to foot. Roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your mind in the feel of your breath, body, your heart, whatever's here. Slowly bring yourself up to sitting, letting your head come up last, sitting however you're comfortable. Sinking down through the buttocks, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.